Today we are exploring Portadown in County Armagh. So, let's start the show! It's my first time in Portadown. Can you believe that, Paul?
Oh.
And do you know who was born here?
No.
Gloria Honeyford. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Probably Portadown's most famous daughter and my favourite television presenter. I might have told you this story before, but did you know that I met Gloria Honeyford when I was about 7 years old? She visited the Causeway Safari Park, which no longer exists, unfortunately, but she was presenting her Radio Ulster show. I think it was called A Taste of Honey, and she was hosting the show from the safari park, and we always went on Easter Tuesday, as we called it, and it just happened to be that she was broadcasting, and I was fascinated because I loved anything to do with TV or radio growing up, hence the YouTube channel now. It's taken me almost 50 years to get here. This is fascinating. I've never seen one of these before. There is a plaque commemorating the 100th anniversary of the foundation of Ireland, which was on the 3rd of May 2021. And you'd almost think that there were 7 counties here, but no, you've got Lough Neagh right in the middle. I'm going to put you to the test now, Paul. How are your map reading skills? I am going to name 3 places that we have been to in Northern Ireland, and I'd like you to point them out to me now. So we've got to start off, of course, with Ballymoney. A bit further north, up a bit further west. Yeah. Coleraine. No. Up, down, left, yes.
Oh, really?
And finally, Carrickfergus.
Oh, well, down here.
A little bit further up. Cross, yes. Well done, Paul. 10 out of 10 for you. Well, 3 out of 3 anyway. Well, we've come to Portadown just in time for lunch, and you have discovered this menu for Joe Max of Portadown, and I have immediately spied the Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, right.
Is there anything for you on the menu, Paul?
I was gonna go for the lasagna.
Wow, Joe Max, that was quite a find, Paul. Well done.
It was pure luck, if I'm being honest.
Now, your spaghetti bolognese was a pure work of art. When it arrived, I thought it was a pie or something. It was like shaped like
a bit of a tort.
Oh, well, yeah, it was amazing. And you got extra cheese with it.
And then it was all pretty tasty, and Guinness was quite good as well.
Yes, well, of course, I couldn't have a Guinness because I'm driving, so I had a Diet Coke. But I had the roast turkey and ham, which was one of today's specials. And while we're filming this, it's June, so it's almost like having a Christmas dinner in summertime. And it came with cranberry sauce as an extra, which he offered, and the gravy as well. And it was absolutely delicious. There were 2 little mini sausages, and oh wow, probably among the best sausages I've ever had.
Wow, that's quite an endorsement.
Coming from me, yes. We'll continue walking along High Street. There's the Ulster Bank. Always good to see a town with a bricks and mortar bank. Few and far between these days, but great to see that the Ulster Bank is here. Well, I said earlier that it was great to see that there is an Ulster Bank here and that there's at least a bank in Portadown. There's also a Santander, but unfortunately it is closing down just a few days after we're here. They put a notice up on the window. That's bad news. Now there's a bridge down here because there is a river that flows through Portadown, and it's not the river that I expected.
Which one is it?
Look, Paul, it's the River Bann. Now, I'm more familiar with seeing this in Coleraine, and I didn't actually realise that it came down to Portadown. So it's amazing to see this river down here.
Which county is this?
Well, this is County Armagh, so it's flowed all the way from the bar mouth between Port Stewart Strand and Castle Rock Beach right down here to Portadown. So we've come down to Bann Boulevard now, Paul. You can walk down by the river, get a closer look. Well, there are lots of lily pads here, and it reminds me of when we were in Enniskillen a couple of years ago and saw the lily pads. You can check that episode back on our channel. Paul, you've got some information about Portadown, don't you?
Yes, I do. Portadown is known for its rich industrial and cultural history, particularly its role in the linen industry and its past as a major railway junction, earning it the nickname the Hub of the North.
Just about 3 miles away from Portadown is Craigavon, and we're going there after the break. Picture the scene. You have not subscribed to It's Paul and Marcus on YouTube, so just hit the subscribe button to make sure you never miss an episode. So just a few miles from Portadown is Craigavon. It's a new town that was built in the mid-60s. And as with most new towns, it is built around a shopping centre. You think of Milton Keynes, you think of roundabouts, you think of shops. We've had a lot of roundabouts to get here, and there are lots of shops. There is the Rushmere shopping centre behind us. So there's lots of shops outside as well. We've seen Sastrena Grena, there's a Next over there, Argos, Pets at Home,
Curry's,
Harry Corey, and also B&M. So there's lots of places to do your shopping and ample parking, and it's all absolutely free. As with any new town, there is a great emphasis on community. And here in Craigavon, they've got the South Lake Leisure Centre. The town is also based between two artificial lakes, and one of them is right here behind us. I can remember driving around Craigavon years ago, like before I left Northern Ireland, and all I did was go round roundabouts. But it's also just occurred to me, Paul, that I also went on an assignment for my newspaper one time to the Craigavon Ski Centre.
Oh.
It's an artificial ski centre. Yes, well, I guess you could go skiing if there was enough snow on some of the mountains here in Northern Ireland, but I have to admit that I didn't actually go on the ski slope, I just reported on it. Well, we hope that you have enjoyed today's episode.
Yes, for those of you that have liked today's episode, give us a thumbs up. For those of you that have not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. And for those of you that want to leave a comment, you can do so as well.
And if you'd like to buy us a coffee to help us along the way, there is a link in the description. And we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.